Good morning. Today's topic of dissection is duodenum, which is seen here. This is the stomach. This is the pyloric end of the stomach where the duodenum starts. Now the location of the duodenum, it is extended from the pylorus of the stomach to the duodenum flexion. Duodenum is the shortest, widest and most fixed part of the small intestine. It is located in the abdominal cavity above the level of the umbilicus opposite to the L1, L2 and L3 vertebra. Now I have a dissected specimen of the duodenum with me here. So duodenum is the 25 centimeter long and form a C-shaped curvature. You can see here the C-shaped curvature within the, and this C-shaped curvature includes the head of the pancreas. This is the head of the pancreas, this is the body of the pancreas, and this is the tail of the pancreas. Now the parts of the duodenum, it is divided into the four parts. The first part, which is superior and which is about the 5 centimeter long. Now the second part, which is descending part and 7.5 centimeter long. Now the third part, which is horizontal and 10 centimeter long, and the fourth part, which is ascending part and 2.5 centimeter long. Now we'll see the parts of the duodenum in the abdominal cavity. Now this is the first part. It begins at the pylorus and then passes upward, laterally, and then it curves downward to continue as a second part of the duodenum. So it extends from the pylorus to the superior duodenal flexor. Its proximal 2.5 part is movable. This triangular part is called duodenal cap, and it has no circular folds in the mucous membrane. It is the commonest site of the peptic ulcer because of its direct exposure to the acidic content of the stomach. So except this part, the rest of the duodenum is retroperitoneum and it is supplied from the branches of colic trunk. Now we will see the relation of the first part. In this diagram, this is the first part of the duodenum, which is anteriorly it is related to quadrate lobe of liver, gallbladder. Posteriorly it is related to portal vein, gastroduodenal artery and the common bile duct. Superiorly, this first part of the duodenum is related to epiploic foramen, and inferiorly it is related to the head of the pancreas. Now we see the relation of the first part of the duodenum. Anteriorly it is related to the quadrate lobe, you can see here, and gallbladder. Superiorly it is related to epiploic foramen. Inferiorly it is related to head of the pancreas, and posteriorly it is related to bile duct, gastroduodenal artery. Here you can see gastroduodenal artery, hepatic artery and portal vein. Here you can see portal vein. Now coming to the second part of the duodenum, this is the second part of the duodenum, which is about 7.5 centimeter long. It begins at the superior duodenal flexor, which passes downward till the inferior duodenal flexor. Then it continues as a third part of the duodenal. Now the relations of the second part of the duodenal. Anteriorly it is related to the gallbladder and the right lobe of the liver, transverse colon and transverse mesocolon and the coils of the small intestine. Medially it is related to the head of the pancreas, and laterally it is related to the ascending colon, right lobe of the liver and the, you can see here, right colic flexor. Now the third part of the duodenum, this is the third part of the duodenum, which is about 10 centimeter long. It begins at the inferior duodenal flexure at the level of the third lumbar vertebra, and here it passes horizontally and ends by joining the fourth part of the duodenum. Now the relation of the this third part anteriorly related to superior mesenteric vessels. Here you can see superior mesenteric vessels. Superiorly, this part is related to the head of the pancreas and uncinate process, and inferiorly this part is related to the coils of jejunum. You can see here coils of the jejunum. Now we see the posterior relations of the third part of the duodenum in this diagram. Posteriorly, this part is related to the right psoas major, right ureter, and the inferior vena cava, abdominal aorta, and inferior mesenteric artery. Now the fourth part of the duodenum, this is the fourth part of the duodenum, which is 2.5 centimeter long. It runs upward at the level of second lumbar vertebra, then it becomes continuous with the jejunum at the duodenojejunal flexure. Now the relations of the fourth part structure present anterior to the fourth part is transverse colon, transverse mesocolon, stomach, and superior to the this part, it is related to the body of the pancreas. Now the posterior relation of the fourth part, this part is related to the inferior mesenteric vein and the psoas major left gonadal vessel.